hands up if you're sick of bumping into Manchester United in European or world competitions. Me. Today we're going to have to face off against them again as we've drawn them in the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Lufc Fm22. Big thank you for joining me on another episode of Leeds United, Pride of Yorkshire. So if you saw the little intro there and you're like me, you're sick and tired of seeing Manchester United and these bloody roses derbies in games all around the world now. We've had them in European competition, we've had them in domestic competition, we now have them in world competition. As you can see, we have drawn them in the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup Championships. Not a lot to report really in terms of things going on at the club, only a couple of days apart for these games. This tournament could have a bad feeling about to happen. You can see just up here that our previous meetings against Manchester United have not gone well, certainly across this season, and they were the runaway winners in terms of the Premier League. We are going to put up a good fight, but our squad is absolutely ravaged with tiredness. So let's just have a look at the lineup and see what's going to happen when we play Manchester United in the Club World Cup in Morocco. This is going to be a difficult game then. We are struggling for some reason in terms of fitness across the squad. The timing of this Club World Championship probably has come at a bad time, straight after our Champions League win. But as Leeds United, we are going to fight on. And the lineup we are going to be putting out in this Roses derby in the Club World Cup is Meslier in goal, Firpo, Konate, Woba and Singo. We've got Tecatele and Phillips in the middle with James, Maddison and Rafinha using the attacking options, and hopefully feeding the ball to Benjamin Šeško. Looking at the clock, it's the 29th of June. He moves on the 1st of July, so this probably is going to be the last time you'll see Benjamin Šeško in a Leeds shirt. Fingers crossed he can do us a favour and shoot this lot down. Another big game then in terms of the Club World Cup, and another big game in the rivalry between Manchester United and Leeds United. Out in Morocco for this one, you can see that Manchester United's team actually looks just as bad as ours. We have them on the little stats box just above me, but it really isn't good viewing for either team to see so many players struggling. I think we are in desperate need of a summer break for the players in terms of the Premier League. So not sure how important of a result this is. I really would like to beat them because I would want to win this trophy, but it's understandable that the teams are tired. However, we are on the attack here as Firpo's in the box, tries to cross it low. Goalkeeper, though, gets his hands on the ball and slows the play right down as he looks to distribute it. I think he's going to go long eventually. He does. Let's hope there's a white shirt underneath it. Max Woba is the man to win it. He's just signed himself a new deal, Max Woba. Fair play to him, he hasn't been greedy like the others. We've had some players with wage demands of 150, 170, 190,000 pounds. Max Woba was willing to sign a 5-year deal for 80,000 pounds. I know that's not exactly a pittance, but in terms of being able to sign another player for that 100 grand bracket, it means that we have that room, and we can also play Max Woba as well for the next 5 years, which is, I think, is a really good deal for the club. But in terms of what's going on the pitch, we are now under siege from Manchester United. They are pouring forwards as Pedro Porro. We've seen this script before. Normally gets in down the wing, crosses the ball in. Rashford is on the header. Can't get it on target though. It's cleared away. What is Rafinha doing? Rafinha, who is the hero of most of the games, nearly was the villain there as he just gave the ball to Manchester United in the box. They ended up hitting the post, I think, through Greenwood as Rashford had set him up. Absolute suicide football. Not sure what they were thinking. But both of these teams, actually, I was quite worried that we were going to get absolutely mauled by a team that would come into this game looking fresh. It isn't the case at all. They are struggling too. Lots of dodgy health all around. Long seasons catching up with players. We are on the attack again here, though. Daniel James is going to turn. He's going to run at his former team. Can he swing the ball in? He can indeed, but again, it's one of those crosses that's too low, doesn't get anything on it. But Manchester United do lob the ball clear, and it's come straight to Singo. He's on a bit of a mad mission. Plays the ball out to Daniel James, keeps it in play, swings it in. Sheshko with the header. It's just gone past the far post, and that is another chance that goes begging. We really need to be taking one of these. So, can we make some substitutions? Don't really know what to do here in terms of substitutions. We're going to bring Gravenberch on in place of Cataler, who is on a booking. We are also going to bring... I'm going to bring on Thomas in place of James and swap him with Rafinha. And then Sheshko is saying that he's injured. So it's going to be Karim Adeyemi that comes on up top to replace him. So roll of the dice with half an hour to go. Really don't know what to expect or what's going to happen here. Manchester United not... Well, they've brought on Pogba, and their goalkeeper is the only other player in green. So hopefully fresher legs for the next 10 minutes could do us a favour. But we have the ball in our own half. Wobu's going to try and bring it forwards. Plays it square to Canate, and the ball's out to Firpo. And this is going to be some build-up play. But Firpo just runs into the Manchester United player, loses the ball, and now Manchester United are going to start to build an attack through the middle. Rashford to Chiesa to Pogba, and here's the fresh legs. And the shot is an absolute daisy cutter that was so easy to deal with for Meslier. I was a bit surprised he didn't connect with the ball a lot better. And it's attack, attack, attack for Manchester United as they are now trying to pile on the pressure. They play the ball backwards though, and it's with Rafa Varane. Mbappe is going to play it in behind. Chiesa is in, and Chiesa scores the first goal of this quarter-final of the World Club Championships. Not a lot we can do really. I was going to go attacking, but I feel like it's cruel on the players. We've got players like Phillips, Firpo, Canate, Woba, Singo. They're all out on their feet. I thought by maybe bringing on some attacking players, we might have had one chance and took it. To actually work the other way, where Chiesa has got in behind and has taken his chance. The only thing I can hope for now is that we maybe get another one. I am going to... and then this starts happening. So Junior Firpo is injured, and I believe this Club World Championship is only a 3 substitution championship. It is indeed. So we're going to struggle now as we have only got 10 men on the field. What do we do here? What do we do here? Bit of a mad one. I'm gonna put Gravenberch into that left back slot and just leave a man free in the middle. I think there's nothing else to do, and we're going to just throw everything at it now. Let's go very attacking the last couple of minutes. Manchester United have the ball in their own half. If we could steal this here, we might have a chance, but no chance at all. Chiesa is in behind, and Chiesa has killed the game off. It's going to be a disappointing... Oh, there's a VAR check. They're looking at it for offside. This would be nice if it was ruled out here. No, it's not. VAR and Manchester United go hand in hand like love and marriage. They are in. They are 2-0 up, and they are again going to beat us in a Rosie's derby. So I think that's the last 6 now that we have struggled in. It's understandable with what's happened to both teams. I think the scoreline probably is a little bit flattering. We have had chances, but it's going to bring a curtain down on our season regardless of what the scoreline is here, unless we can get 2 goals with 10 men in the last 4 minutes of the game. It actually is looking likely to be Manchester United adding to their lead. Had a shot, turned around the post. See what happens from the corner. Don't rush to take it, lads. Diviv has a header straight into the hands of Meslier, and that is pretty much that, hopefully. Nope, we are going to be down to... what's all this? Injured in the 93rd minute, potential groin injury. That's just no point even trying to do anything. Just play the game, get it over and done with now. Manchester United are going to have another chance. And they are... I don't understand how they have still kept all of their players on the pitch. We are down to 9 players through injury and making substitutions quite early in the second half. But We're just absolutely falling apart now as Fernandez brings the ball forwards, plays it into the wide open space for Chiesa, can't get there, and Melier, luckily for us, goes down, gets the ball, and hopefully now just holds on to it for about 3 hours or however long it takes to get the game finished. But he doesn't. He lobs it forwards, and Pogba is going to run at us. Mbappe, Fernandez, Rashford, who's going to kill us off? It's Musiala, who's injured himself, and yet he's on the pitch. Our two players had to come off the pitch. A little bit disappointing to concede the third goal in that fashion, but still, we gave it everything. And why the competition is being played at the time that it is a little bit baffling. In those kinds of temperatures, to have a 23-man squad is just madness because you end up with players looking like they do along the bottom here. We had no chance. Oh, actually, Manchester United did have an injury. They had Milenkovic, who... Did they replace Milenkovic? They must have placed Milenkovic. But yeah, Manchester United had players that basically could see the game out. Because of the games that we played, we couldn't. And that is the end of our journey in the Club World Championship. I would say it's disappointing, but in fairness, if that's how the games were going to be played out in every single game, I would rather get knocked out of the quarterfinals and try and get ready for a new league season than soldier on potentially injured players. I mean, let's have a little look. Let's see what happened. So Sheshko has now gone. Firpo is injured for 1 to 2 days. Sheshko is injured for 1 to 2 days. And Singo has injured himself for 3 to 4 weeks. So, yeah, I'd rather have got knocked out when we did. It's a fitting way to end season 4. We are going to be looking at moving on to season 5. And that'll be tomorrow's episode as we preview season 5. I asked the question at the start of the episode for good reason. Hands up if you're sick and tired of seeing Manchester United in these competitions. As it turns out, I think we all are now. Hopefully, we can get the players in and get the squad together and ready for the start of the Premier League season for season 5. And we are going to look to try and wrestle our Premier League title back off of them after they took it in season 4. Looking at the form book, though, we haven't beaten them now, I think, in 6 games in a row, which is pretty disappointing as they still have Solskjaer at the wheel. A little bit mad, but we can only move forwards. So if you're at this point of the video, you're still watching the content, still enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you got any comments on the channel, on the episode, leave them in the box down below. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it here. Come back and join me tomorrow as we prepare for Season 5 with the Season 5 preview, including pre-season and the transfers.